So here we are, streaming back again. I hope you're good. Life has been interesting recently, and so tonight I will try to dive a bit into supply chain software and Kubernetes. A lot of reading, and we might also talk about life and what you wish for the rest of your life. If you could create an utopia, feel free to share what it would look like. Okay, just give me a sec, I need to make sure. Oh yeah, okay, so I have sound. And yeah, that's better. But it's too bright. My taste. So give me a sec. So welcome to the party. This is happening. So we are here, and I'm going to do a bit of reading. I need to show you my screen. Give me just a sec. Tuk, tuk, tuk. Why is this not loading? Allez, comment do that? Where is Obsidian? Here we are. So, for a reminder, we can read this. Hey! Hello, hello! Well, hello again! Ming Galaxy. How you doing? Been learning stuff. It's good to see you here. Wasn't expecting anybody to show up before at least an hour in. So that's nice. I'm good. I've been resting a lot today while watching some videos and reading a bit. Oh yeah, I did some type of gardening. Ah, reconnection successful. Sorry. I don't know why my internet is bugging every time I stream. But welcome back. We should be fine. Yay, I'm back. So yeah, I was saying I took care of my sun intake today. Been reading and enjoying a quiet time because these last 2 months have been a bit movemented. And I've been thinking a lot about this analyst thingy, this analysis you do when you part of the chain. Oh yeah, I had questions for you too also. You said you were from Scotland or Glasgow? Which Glasgow were you talking about? Or maybe I misunderstood. It doesn't. Oh. Yeah, okay. I've been working on my digital CV, all custom coded from Wales. UK Wales, I suppose. Salut Ratwell. How you doing? Comment ça va? So I'm gonna check up your link here. I can put it on screen if you want, but I'll keep it there for now. Ouais, ça va, Ratwell. C'est le début de la partie là. Ouais. Ah. C'est vrai que tu vas à la convention, toi. Comment ça s'appelle déjà? How is it called? Convention? Comic Con or something? What? Something about people dressing up into characters? Des gens qui s'habillent en caractère de film, là, c'est ça? Bon, en tout cas, peut-être beau rêve, puis amuse-toi bien demain. So, Mean Galaxy, I'm reading. Trinity. Applied computing. information systems. IT. So what are you spending the most of your day doing? Are you writing... your day look like you're writing emails to a lot of people, or are you actually coding? What is the side of your... is it like in the morning you speak to a lot of people in your team, and after that you actually figure the problem out? And what do you think is lacking in the process? What would you like to be there that is not allowed to be done yet? Because... because... Variety from day to day. A lot of boring admin for me. Well, it's kind of sad. But, there is a but. I'm waiting patiently. If you look at the vulnerability analysis section, it describes in more detail what I do. Do you allow me to put it on screen? It's fine, it's public. Yeah, but we never know. So, the section of what? Education, career. Ah, you mean this part, I suppose. Scrutinizing bespoke scripts. Bespoke scripts. It's not often that we use this word in the spoken language. That's funny to me. So yeah, I suppose you've been... You're aware about the recent backdoor thingy, which happened like this week, last week, from Microsoft, I don't know, developer who found a door in the .mp4 file or something. And were you impacted by that? What was maybe it was discovered too early to have done anything? I do not know. Writing and clearly defining the vulnerability assessment process. So you still have to use a lot of software to handle your the vulnerability work you have to do for the companies. All softwares? Well, not really. What do you mean? I was just contracted to work on the VAR portal to save my current company contracting fees. So it's not something that you usually do. There is another way to do that without having a VAR or something. Maybe it's because you know how to do it that you didn't have to hire someone else. To use. Oh yeah, okay. So you're multitasking. I hope they paid you a bonus. A bonus? I don't know. It's your. Do what you can. I'm sure. 10% science. Ingenuity. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Clinked? Really? Are you funny? When did you start? Oh, no. I mean, I read plenty of stuff, but I never really like write code. Like I can read like JavaScript and like SQL and like HTML. These two like yes are easy, you know. But then like coding, why do you need PHP when you deal with like vulnerabilities? I mean, it's to set up a server, okay, but then when it's done, it's done. Since I was 12, okay, super. You're one of them. Yeah, that's good. I've been using a laptop or a computer since I think I was 12, 13 too. But I really got into like the Linux world when I was I want to say 17, but more like 19 really, or even 20, 21, because life. Oh really? You're 28 now? Okay, and you already have a job in this part of the sector. You fucking doing great, huh? Good for you. And I'm actually we born the same here. Okay, cool. Where was I lost the page. Well, do you remember where was the page? Oh la la. Yeah. So yeah, it's fascinating to me, like how you got into this job, because you have access to so many people when you're doing this. And well, that's what's interesting to me. I like to know people who actually can have an impact. I mean, like, change the stagnant process that are in place. So yeah, cool. So let's read about what I said I will read about. You're saying something. Cannot really remember. I got involved in it. My background isn't a specialist in anything. I am more of a generalist. I know little about a lot of things. Yeah, well, I understand that. Do you travel a lot with your job since you're there? Or is it more like an in-office job or remote? Ah, cool. That's cool. That's so practical. So they don't impose you a certain amount of hours in the week to be present there. I mean, it's better to show up sometimes, to remember people that you exist, but I suppose well, some jobs can be totally remote, like at all time. But if you want to have a social life, I suppose you can go there. I won't mind a totally remote one. I see. Yeah. It's good to be home. I mean, I love people, but it's taking a toll on you. You always have to be like making sure everybody feels alright. Having the right words. It's a real act. It's a real like gotta put the show on for the world to get up and be happy again in the morning. It's like, yay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's why it's good that you can choose to go whenever you want there. When you know that you have high energy of level and level of energy, whatever, you know. So you can go and it's fine. Because yes, when you have to go every day of the week to a place where you don't know if you are 100% or even 70, it's not good, huh? For both parties. No. I work from 6 to 1 p.m. in a warehouse, in an hardware store. Six in the morning, yes. That's depend of the mornings. There is a lot of work, so it's not like a chill work. It's kind of physical. So there is this, but it's kind of easy in a way. So I mean, I think I've done like 10 different jobs already, let's say, and this one is only the bad part is like it's physical on your knees, on your arms, because you know, tendinitis and stuff. But mentally, once you get it, you just like repeat the process. And the only thing you have to really care about is the relationship you have with your co-workers, which is the hardest thing to do. Actually, because everybody has a story, everybody has a mood, and everybody has their own beliefs, and sometimes it's complicated, but it's okay, it's okay. I believe, well, you know, there is different cultures and what people think the standard of society should be, and like yeah. Well, it's kind of outside of the work assignments that we are given, but when we talk, we can clearly see the difference in like the status of the the man and the woman again, and the LGBT understanding of like cis people, and also like when workers are in their position, their job since like over 20 years, there is another. They don't perceive I feel like they don't perceive the job as the new ones perceive the job, because the new ones generally want to make it, want to learn, like they have to know the new stuff, you know. They are trying to engage and make it work. Like, of course, there is a curving, like a learning curve, and some people just don't understand that communication is extra important, and that it's not because just showing or telling something once that they will understand, because we all have our own process to learn, and you got to have a proper language to engage and make sure that click in people's minds. And that's very interesting, because I love doing this like in any sector. Like, it doesn't matter if you talk about music or if you talk about like psychology or science or engineering or whatever. The same thing. Or like hardware store. You got to be willing to teach, and some people are just not used to doing that because they haven't been taught or shown how to properly communicate, and it's very, very frustrating sometimes. Where are you? Yeah, well, you see, that's the thing. You just communicate about it. If you don't get interested in the topic, you will never have the language to actually grasp the entire thing. So yeah, you cannot even have an opinion if you don't look, like you don't do your researches or what. And that's okay, we all have our priorities, but like when people don't even do that and go after LGBT people and tell them to live their life a certain way, it doesn't make sense, you know. Like, so voilà. There's plenty of ways to live, and people need to accept that. Is there a Kubernetes thingy I wanted to? I sound passionate. Yeah, well, sure, I want to make sure this community is protected in a way, because this is a minority that needs support in the world. Because if you look at society, it's built for heterosexuals, really. Every laws, everything, like the structure of like even housing is it's not necessarily like related to this, but the housing system, have you noticed that the housing system only suppose that you will want to live as a couple? Like if you are not two, minimum two, you will not be able to have the best chances in life to build your life. Like, you know, that you have better prices for things if you are living if you are a couple asking for a house or an apartment or whatever. If you are alone, this is not possible. So you have to want like a family typical, like, there is so much to say about that, but we're not here for that. So that's okay. So I was reading this deck because there is things I need to grasp. And also I believe that we should bring back like living in communities, you know, like at least like 10 people, like making apartments fitted for 10 people, not just like having one bathroom, two bathrooms, but like a space, a co-working space, but like to live a long time, like at least 6 to 1 year, and after it's rotating. But not necessarily because you live on a campus for university, like in other places in the cities. Some people just want to have this connection with others. And there is no way we can do that unless circumstances that are not lawful. And so that's sad. But anyway. I suppose this might be the case in France, but in the UK, my mother, for instance, is a single lesbian woman, and she owns her own house, owns her own car, owns her own everything. I was gonna say. Whilst nightmare living with a bunch of strangers is massive. In massive world. Really? Fascinating. I mean, I've been living in a place where we were like variably going from 10 to 16 people. It was great because it was huge and everybody kind of had their space. Even introverts or extroverts were there, like happily sharing space. Yeah, but movement is life. You gotta keep moving. Really? Okay, that's fair enough. That's fine. Well, I like both. I've been living alone since a long time, and I like it too. It's perfectly fine. Okay, this is a gRPC connection. That's the CNI. That's the OCI. Is that the JSON? And yeah, everything in pink is protobuf. And that's the CRI. So I've seen that. I read that also. So did you went into tech especially because you knew you could work remotely? No, remote only started being a big thing when COVID came on. Oh, okay. Give the massive corporate businesses an excuse to reduce carbon emissions. Yeah, okay. Well, at this point, anything can help, but this is not us with our biodegradable coffee cups that will have an impact. It's kind of where was I? I read that already, so I'm skimming through. Yeah, go for it. I'm just reading this. And maybe have a good night. I might be here for another hour or so, but You see? She's everywhere. There's Siren official starting to stream, so oh. Hey, hello. Let me check this out. My starting world. Yeah, I like it. Thank you for sharing. So how's your weekend been? Been listening to a lot of music? How you've been working? That's a thing, yeah. What can happen when you're 100% remote? I've been off for 2 weeks, back to work on Monday. What about you? Well, it's good you've been off for 2 weeks. Been reconnecting with yourself a bit, I hope. Finding a new routine. I've been having walks by the river, if you have any water around. I've been, actually I was, yeah, I had a week off too. The week before this one. The week of KubeCon actually. So it was good. Yeah, staying up until 4 AM and driving around at night on the beach. Yeah, nice. That's nice. Living by the water. This is great. Yeah, well, not too far away anyway. That's fine. There is this calming thing about water that I very much appreciate. I don't know about you, but and this, like walking on the beach at night with the stars, that's kind of nice. Sorry about that. Do you go there by yourself, or you have like, I don't know, a dog or a cat or whatever? Yeah, makes sense. That's a thing we do. I prefer going alone. Yes, alone time is precious. Especially when you're going through grief. Hey! A tiny wasp has appeared. How are you doing? Yeah, got some aspiration today. That's good. Go for it. Every garden needs a bit of love. Yeah, also Galaxy. Dealing with emotions is a long process. Huh? I don't know how far you got, but this is just tricky. Still learning. Everyone, I think. Huh? Yeah, that's same. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes the only thing you gotta have is like full on motivation, like convincing people that you can do the job, and go for it, even if you don't know the recipe just yet. You can learn on the task. Well, with most of the jobs, some of them really need like skills, which is why I don't apply to anything yet. But yeah, intake came in. I wonder how you deal with your team. Is it like, are you the one who has to set up every meeting? Or it's like a consensus that every Monday morning, let's say, you got to have this meetup to talk about what has been happening last week or something? And do you have a time to talk about, I don't want to say your feelings, but like more like how you feel about moving forward in the project, whatever. Because can you even call it a project if it's like dealing vulnerabilities for clients? It's not really a project. It's not something that you're building, so it's something you're maintaining, something that you're securing. As the mindset, I don't have the full picture. I set up a meeting with my team, but then my director sets up a meeting with me. And okay, but okay, what does this one as questions for you, like related to work? Does the director care about how you feel in the team? Does he ask you how you wish which, how do you say that? What direction you want it to go? Like if you think that two people should talk more with each other in the project to help the thing to go faster or something. I don't know. What input can the director have on you? Because this is just like the executive dealing with the money and the legal stuff. But what does it do? What is it? What's relationship with you? Okay, so I set up a meeting every morning at 8 to go over the agenda for today. And then on Friday we have a weekly breakdown on how many rules we have fixed and any blockers, etc. Yeah, that sounds actually good, huh? That makes sense when you do that type of work. Can you share how many vulnerabilities, like statistics of how many you deal with per week, generally? Because it depends, because it's the attackers are never very consistent, are they? Sometimes they take breaks, hopefully, because there's enough people to not see it, maybe. We have little millions within all our clients. Yes, okay, fair enough. And you said you were only 8 for millions. That's crazy to me. But maybe it's because the API setup is so efficient that when you change one thing, it will handle like 500,000 vulnerabilities at a time. Or something. I don't know. Yeah, and so on an average of a monthly basis, we are fixing around 430K. Okay, monthly basis. Fixing, so it's not only like you're discovering, it's fixing. So what do you mean fixing? Like you change the API or you contact the person, the group, the repo, the owner of the repo and ask them to do the change? What is considered fixing in your enterprise? Is this really fixing it, or it's like creating a patch? Is it different? Because you can add blockers on your own, but this is not on you to change something that happens in a proprietary software. Is it? So this is where the portal I created comes into thing. Each member logs into the portal and each member is automatically given their workload. We import all the data from our scanners into the database. Each client, you mean? And so, what does it do? Like importing the data into the database. Why would you move it there? Like, what database? What is the database purpose? So the website detects a new event. It automatically communicates with our ticketing system and raise a change. You go through the ITIL process to either be approved or denied. This gets feedback to our DB and updates the database for us to action or not. Given approved to action. And each member is only given approved changes to action. Okay, so okay. I think I get the picture. I might have 1,000 questions for details, but the thing is like, you mean, so this is so everything is in one place. So does it mean that when you fix it, does it fix it for the entire world or only for your company? You know what I mean? Like, does it update the package that we download? I don't know. Just our clients. It's kind of sad, huh? Why does it do it just for the clients and not like as a general purpose for everyone's good? I suppose there is a reason. The reason must be money, but maybe I don't know something. we cannot just fix a client vuln without it being approved by them. Ah, yeah, okay, that's why. Hold on, where was it? This covers us and them in case we break something which may or may not cause an update. But when we import yeah, sure. So once the client approved it, it will be spread around the network, like without having to do an update. Like the user have to do an update on their software, or the only thing they have to do is like restart the software. Maybe it's irrelevant, but what is this acronym? ITLI? So once it's approved, the pre-existing or new fix will be created. It will be pushed to Ansible from VarDB to fix the issue on loads of servers which are connected to a Jump server. It will be pushed. So you said you created VarDB. Right? Nice. And that means you're connected. Jump server. So how is your DB connected to a Jump server? What does it use? And the Jump server is like a bridge to all other network around the world using the client software. What do you mean, Jump server? That's cool, huh? You creating your own tools to make your life easier. I'm proud of you. Yes, it's a bridge between client servers and our server. Our instruction gets sent from VarDB in the form of an API request, which tells Ansible what to do. Okay. And because it's an API request, it cannot be fucked with. which tell Ansibles what to do. How did you come up with this idea? Do you even remember? How long is this? When did you create that? For instance, creating a script to fix disabling USBs on a number of end-user computers for schools, we will create a PowerScript, which is sent from RDB to Ansible. We select all the computers we want to patch. Ansible does it instead of going into each individual computer over and over again. Started on it last year, still an ongoing improvement, but c'est un management, ça va plus trop vite. A bit. Disabling. How is it good to disable USBs? Usually, like, people try to get in, so it's more like enabling something. Why disabling can be important? So you can plug your own. What if it's not physically there? I don't get why it's... But in VarDB we are constantly plugging, building what we call playbooks, so it's literally clicking element on VarDB. Yeah, because you already built it, but if you didn't create that thing, you would have to what language is it? SQL thingy? How did you connect this to a GUI, like the thing you're using, like Qualys or whatever else? Because you can add it's an API at the end. Well, I don't know. I'm just guessing. It's like it's okay. VarDB communicates with Qualys to import the vuln for all client VarDB. Sorts all vulns and raises changes on per client basis for all. The active nil approved, go into what be well denied, go into a different area, selected computer ABC, select fix one. BarDB has some Vue.js. Even when you use it inside your query thingy, I don't get why you will need that if it's just to use like the select stuff. But I don't know. Maybe it's for the when you created the website to explain what it was. I don't know. JavaScript. What can be? What do you need? Communicate. As. Okay. Cool. And did you say how you came out with this idea? You came up or something? Because that sounds very useful, huh? So this is why you can handle like 370,000 vulnerabilities at the time, per week. That amount. When I joined the team, they were all using massive spreadsheets. So I thought, what the fuck are they doing? I created a comprehensive solution to fix this issue by allowing user to navigate to elements they only care about. Since introducing it, we have seen productivity increase by almost 87. Yes, I believe you. Wow. How long have you been with them? Was it just like a startup when you arrived or an established thingy? And I mean that by just like, it's okay, we do what we can. But I'm just curious how long they handled that much hardship with the company around 4 years, with this team 2 years maybe. With the company. Okay. So that's your first job in tech or something? I mean, paid one. You don't have to answer every question. I'm just trying to understand your path. Okay. Well, cool. You're starting great, huh? Building new stuff for the company. Oh, really? Sure. No, you have to maintain it. Why is it a thing that needs maintenance? Because PHP is still evolving? What is changing? What are the moving parts? I think the last time I checked PHP it was 7. What are you running it on? Which version? APIs mainly expire. WebTech gets old. So the view thing will get out. And Ajax, I don't know how much of this can go out. But yeah, well, I hopefully they'll figure out the solution, or someone will actually look at how it works before you think about going somewhere else. Because no one stays in a job for 30 years anymore. That's not a thing, especially in tech. But yeah, until then maybe some new thing will appear in the ecosystem that will make everyone's life better. That don't need maintenance. I don't think that's possible. Do you think there is a tech in the future that won't need any maintenance? Like what does exist today that doesn't require any change? Yeah, I don't know. Then it's 100% break. Sadly. Abandoned software not in production doesn't need maintenance. Yeah, okay, good point, fair enough. But I was asking for something that would be in production. But I think You know that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and the other day I had a question for you, Tani. How many projects, open source projects, you've seen like not thriving because of lack of resources or support from corporations? Well, because of not enough funds or something. Do you have a number? And what type of project was it focused on? And which one of them would you like to see come back? That's more like the master question here. Almost every project doesn't have enough resources. Yeah, well, 80% of the population doesn't have enough resources. That's sad. Should not laugh at that. Not enough people, not enough testing. Not because of lack of resources, but a lack of focus on making sure they have enough. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. Because yes, we can actually feed the whole world. There is enough, there is abundance in this world. It's just not like spread equitably. If we talk about food, we do the same for money and energy, actually. I dream of the day where we don't focus on who is on top, like who is the number one country in the world, like where we know we are talking about utopia. I think humankind need like this dominant figure to make sure they have a direction to. It doesn't have to be like oppressive or creating a disparity of resources. You can have this strong figure without being a dick, you know. Why is it like that? It's just sad. Look at that now, you do that. And because the world is not scaled enough, I cannot trust the whole world to do this. Anyway, this information. So voilà. Focus on who is at the bottom. I missed the beginning of the sentence because I got distracted here. Yeah, true. All the spotlights are on the person who are like higher ups or whatever. But yeah. So in Utopia, we need trust. Remember? And trust is the one component that is center to open source projects. It only works because of that. There is no gain, like a profit gain, at least in most of the open source projects I have encountered. Because then it becomes a private one. And so to create trust, you need clear intent and communication, and make sure every parties are heard. And that the actual people who are like at the top, like executive or whatever, care for what's going on under. It's possible, huh? There is good people out there. Huh? But everyone has a life to live, and dreams and desires, and like a vision, hopefully. So they have at least a direction to go. But I hope when they go through that direction, toward that direction, they won't forget that they are going there with and thanks to the people doing the labor on the front lines of the code lines or whatever, the soft skills, everyone else like doing in between to make the teams work together. So this is why it's important to make sure we feel like the open source is still like connected to the rest of the industry, because we created this, well, you people who've been there since years have created an awesome resources for all of the planet, huh? And so they should, private companies should be a bit more respectful of that and actually acknowledge your efforts. In not just like with a big smile, but with more like clear funding to make these communities work together more efficiently, like allowing more events to happen, like creating a new society where you can participate in projects from, even if you're still in school, no matter the level you are in, or even if you have a job, like, I don't know. In certain countries, you know, it's not allowed to have like 2 jobs. You cannot extend the hour. There is an hour limitation, which is understandable for your health and all, but sometimes just too much administration for something so ridiculous. Anyway, I'm talking. And there is, oh la la, and the pay, the way people pay each other. I know that in France it's different than in like English countries. In some places you can be paid by week, per week, or 2 weeks. Imagine how faster the economy moves when you are paid every two weeks. But why is it not even allowed to choose when you get paid? Because people invest and blah blah. They have to create like preview of the year and where some money goes and how much it can give away to the employee. Like give away, like please, like we are paid like 30% of our value most of the time. So fucking hell. Anyway. Hey Tony, are you still here? Or are you gardening? And also hello people in the background, appreciate you. I hope you're good. And if you're not, I hope you go through. To get in, is you still building it, really? I need a picture when you're done. Are you going to plant stuff or just for like the bees? So going to plant and let it grow for like flowers and stuff. Nice. I have dandelions in my garden. Well, if we can call that. It's more like a rectangular piece of lawn which doesn't have a lot of grass, more like weeds. But it's okay. Animals like it. I don't care if it's not perfect. I've seen this before, but I don't know what it stands for. JSON query, Java query. It is GQ. Journal query. Whatever anyway. Il Siren Official, c'est vrai qu'il est là, il stream déjà. I'm not going to the end tonight, huh? So, okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. What do I do? I need to do something because if I don't, I will just fall asleep. Oh yeah, I needed to finish to read this too. I was page 8. Actually, I'm sure I've read the entire. Yeah, I did this page. I think that's why people consider Mastodon instances as a service provider because the people running servers need to act on vulnerabilities. But this is... it's not quite the same. It's providing a service, okay, but Okay, I read enough of this now. Let's go back to Kubernetes. I haven't checked something. Hmm. Welcome, intruder. Je share the deck avec Meta en YouTube. Okay, I keep... Yo, Tani, are you here? I think I just... I'm just gonna hang off the stream. Still building the bed. Really? Well, I mean, it's like it's a long process, huh? You've got to take... I don't know how you're doing, but I did one with my how you call sister-in-law, but not really. So we had to take piece of wood, and make the rectangular stuff, and then you had to use loads of dirt inside and make it all proper, and take off the stones and whatever you got in there. It's kind of long, huh? I don't know how many you got to make, but we did 2. Well, I participate in 2, there is actually 4 or 5. So yeah, good luck. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll be back hopefully tomorrow. If I can get out of my own path, my own way. Are you making 3? Okay, well, how many have you finished already? I'm stopping with the question, that's all. Almost 1! Yay! Keep going! Hey, good luck. Have a good night. And take care, everybody. Thanks for showing up. And hopefully see you soon. I know I'm not that consistent in my streaming, but I try to be here at least once every 2 or 3 weeks. I usually do a few streams before I don't stream for at least 1 or 2 weeks. So voila. This is how it goes for now, according to my level of energy and mood. Because life. Yeah, do send the photo. Do send it. I want to know everything in life. In Danny's life too. Hey, come on, see ya.